The waters on the carenage, St. George, are used as a safe haven for a number of fishing and cargo vessels. However, the owner of the vessel Wildflower says an incident over the weekend is a lesson learned that calls for a closer monitoring of tides and where you want to dock. Owner of the boat, Jason Clouden, says it was brought to his attention early Saturday morning that his boat was sinking in the waters on the carenage.
We got a call this morning about 4 o'clock this morning. Apparently what happened is when I tied up here was in the high tide. But now that the tide has dropped down low and retracted itself, the boat has leaned on one side and started taking in water. So now we're trying to wait on a pump to come to pump out the water inside and lighten up the vessel. That way we could try to float it out.
Clouden says the initial attempt to get water out with some aid proved futile.
Actually, yes. We had the fire truck here this morning trying to pump out some water, but they didn't have the right hose. They didn't have a long enough hose to reach from the dock here into the boat. My dad is going to try to see if we could arrange a crane to come and stand here in case we don't get all the water pumped out, to try to lift the vessel back straight. And then we could assess some of our damages from that point.
The boat's owner is now counting his losses, which he says could span thousands of dollars.
More or less my solar system, all of the navigational radios and instruments we have in the downstairs, that we'll have to take a look at each piece of equipment, and whatever is not working we'll have to replace. I would say possibly between 5 to 6 grand.
The vessel, which is used for fishing, will now have to undergo an extensive assessment before it can resume activity. Christelina John, GBN News.